Okay, so what are your goals, like, for being in this space?
I had a goal this year to start a book club, which I did, and that's one of the goals I reached this year. Started a book club, and we met last week, and just to grow this culture of reading and eliminating this myth of Black people don't read, you know, and just to open doors to young women who want to read and have conversations with authors. That's what I would like to do, you know. We read your book, and you know people love your book, but wouldn't it be nice to meet with them in person and just share lunch with them, you know, stuff like that. That's a goal I'm looking forward to just share platforms with these authors, especially South African authors or even African authors when they visit this site, you know, just have lunch with them and talk about books and what these do to us, because they do a lot more than just, you know, just chilling and reading a book, because after every book there's something you take from it, right? So yeah, I think that's my goal for now. Obviously, when time goes by, I realize the other goals I want to achieve, but for now, at least this year, I achieved a book club. You know,
Tick. You should be very proud of yourself, because with you having a book club, now you're encouraging like more people to read, consistency, and also giving them that space to discuss it. Because I found like that was one of the reasons I joined BookTube, is that I wanted to talk about these books like with people that are reading them. Even if right now like I'm talking to my screen and I'm like, oh guys, I read this book, whatever, it's great, then someone else can comment and say, me too, and what did you think of this, and da, 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 da. But like if I was reading them in isolation, I didn't really have that like opportunity to engage,
to talk about them, right? Because not everyone in your circle loves to read books,
exactly,
you know, and to force them to read a book and they don't get the vibe you had with the book is something else.
It's even worse than them having not read the book, because now it's like you're not meeting my energy. So
then you are saying, did you read this book? And then they'll be like, oh my gosh, there you are with your books again. So it's really nice to have a community like this. Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so the next question that I want to ask you is, in terms of being a booktuber, you're a content creator, right? Because you create videos. How does that differ, do you think, from other forms of content creation that are more popular in our country?
Okay, this one is different because you're forced to read something. Like if you're not reading a book, what are you going to tell us?
Yeah,
you know.
Okay.
And for me, when I started this thing, I was like, I'm challenging myself to read as many books as possible, because I say I like to read books, but I don't read as much as I want to. So if I start this channel and say, guys, this is my TBR, I know I am forced to read those books, you know? So
sorry, before you go on, a TBR, for people who don't know, is a to be read. It stands for to be read. Okay.
So you have a list of books that you're supposed to read, and now you told Wolfenser that I'm reading this book. Next thing Wolfenser will be like, how did you find that book?
Exactly.
And if you didn't read that book, then
you're dizzy.
What content are you going to make?
You don't have content.
You don't have content, actually. And it's really nice that it challenges you actually to read more books than an average person, so to say, because an average person will say, nah, I read one book this year. But as someone who's on BookTube or Bookstagrammer, you are forced to read books, you know. So I think that's the difference. I don't know about the other people. Maybe they're supposed to do something with their content, like makeup artists, for example. They show us what they're doing with their content, and for us, our content is books, what we're going to read, what we are currently reading, how we found the book, you know, did we like it, did we not like it, why didn't we like it if we didn't, you know. And yeah, I don't know if I've answered your question.
We'll see. I'll ask and comment in the comment section. Do you think she answered my question?
Yeah.
No, BookTube is such a special space, and I look forward to seeing it grow. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
I can relate to a lot of what you were saying about wanting to read more. Like,
yes.
you say like, oh, you know, I enjoy reading, you tell people, but then where are the books that you've read?
Yes, what did you read this year?
Is that a question or?
Yeah.
I'm being attacked.
No, those are the people who ask you when you say, oh, I love to read.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you currently reading? Okay.
And there you are, you haven't read anything since you read a book last year, and there you are saying, I like to read.
Exactly.
You know?
Okay, yeah, the reason why I felt some type of way is I haven't finished a book in a long time. So when you ask me like, what have you read this year? It's like,
that was guilt.
It really
you must
was.
finish that book. Do you like it?
It's hectic. Okay, so the book that I'm struggling with is the 5 a.m. Club. Okay, there's 2 books that I'm struggling with. So 5 a.m. Club, and what was that one?
You're not the first one.
It's tricky. It's like a lot because you just really have to think a lot
when you read it.
Yeah, because it's one of those books, like self-help books, either go one way or the other. Like you can either read it and you're like, okay, this was easy, I got it. But then when you read one, and I think that it's really, when it's actually good, like it's substantial, now you have to start like trying to apply it to your life, and it's like, wait, how am I? Is this right?
Yes.
When I did that, was that okay? So that's what I'm going through with the 5 a.m. Club. This Mournable Body is another book that I'm struggling with because it's just a lot. Like to get into everything that's just happening all at once, it's haphazard, and I'm just trying to grasp like the storyline.
The narration, right?
Yes,
she changed it,
hectic.
Cause I was listening. I downloaded the audiobook, and when I listened to it, the narrator was like, "Today you're doing this, and this is how you're feeling." And for a moment I felt so confused at the narration of the book, and I was like, am I reading the same book? You know, the continuation of Never's Conditions, because this is like the 3rd book, right? Of the Tambuzai's story. So it was so different from the 1st book.
That's the thing. I love Nervous Conditions, and then I haven't read the one in the middle. Is it the Book of Knots?
Yes.
I haven't read that yet, and then I just picked up this Mournable Body, and I was just dizzy. Like, so maybe it would help if I read
the second one. That's what I also thought, because when I listened to the audiobook, I was so confused until they mentioned Tambuzai, and I was like, okay, but maybe then you really need to read the second one, you know, to get into the 3rd one. So stop reading that book.
I'm gonna continue with 5 a.m. but I'm gonna stop this Mournable Body until I can get the Book of Knots. Okay, guys, you see, these are the challenges that we face.
No, a series is something else, because you get confused if you don't read the book before that one.
Do you know, I'm actually like, this is the first time that I figured out it's a series. Like after you were telling me, I thought there were 3 standalone books, but now that you're saying it that it's a series, it makes sense, because like I'm missing like a whole part of the story.
Because that second one, they say it's about her life in that school. Remember, she got like a scholarship or to that all girls school,
right? And
then from her experience now in that school, that's the 2nd book. And now the 3rd book is when she's grown, and I think she's looking for work now, establishing herself as a grown woman. So
oh, that's so nice. Okay, I'm gonna read the 2nd book.
I have stopped listening to that one because I was like, it's not going to make sense.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's commit. Let's promise each other that we're gonna both finish
the 2nd book and then
the 3rd book. Before when? When's the deadline? June. June is good.
June is good.
We have time to actually buy the book
because festive is around the corner, even though we're not gonna go out or anything, but you know the spirit corona you know. But June.
Okay, cool.
We should be done with both of them.
Yes.
And then we'll discuss them.
Yes, we'll have a video. So if you like us, wait for June. Is there anything that you would like to say in terms of reading specifically in terms of like your journey so far as a booktuber for the people at home?
My journey so far has been good, people. And when it comes to reading, let me tell you, I am a testimony. Is it testimony? Of what reading does to you in terms of vocabulary. You know, at some point in my life, I didn't know how to speak English. I won't lie.
Wow.
You know, and because of reading books, you realize like, oh, there's a word like this. Oh, this is how you write this word. Because now and again, when I read a book, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this is how you spelled this word. Or, oh, is this the word? You know, I don't know what I wrote at school, but I remember writing. Like, there was this point, nah? I really used to use this word. Was it okay or something like that? Like a simple word. And I realized later when I read a book that I had misspelled this word all this time. But not even a single teacher said to me, no, this was wrong. You know? So to free yourself from embarrassment.
That's a good one.
You know?
Don't embarrass yourself, read a book.
Read, because there's so many things to discover in those books. I promise you, like, I wouldn't be this confident. I'm still learning to be confident, but you know, they helped in most aspects of my life. I won't lie.
Oh, cheers to that. We've even got an outro playing in the background, if you can hear that. So guys, but I just want to say thank you so much to our beautiful, confident booktuber guest. And yeah, let's hope that this is not the last of our, like, you know, videos, but it won't be, because we're meeting in June.
No, we are meeting, coming back
in June. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, remember to do all the things, engage with this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow Paballo on her social media platforms, Instagram, as well as subscribe to her channel.
Please.
And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you know what you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Bye.
I love that. That was